Hey, HannahMouse1 here. Welcome to another devlog for A Farmer's Life, the farming game that I'm making in Scratch. First of all, thanks to all the people who've played and given feedback on the new Animals Update build. I really appreciate it. I'm actively collecting all of your guys' thoughts and I'll be acting on it shortly, and if you haven't got in on that and still want to, the game is linked down below. But for now, I'll be working on a new feature for the game, fishing. So the first part of this was adding an option to build a fisherman's hut. I started creating all of the UI for the build page, including an icon for the building and all of the text. I also needed to make it so that you can switch between the barn and fisherman's hut pages, which required a pretty significant refactor to the system. I hadn't set this up in a particularly modular way, which definitely came back to bite me here, but it's a lot more modular now, so I can easily add more buildings down the line. I also needed the UI to display what items you need and how much of them you have with the appropriate items for the new building. I also had to create a map icon that appears if and only if the fishing hut has been built. This was based off the icon I made for the builds tab, and it was really simple to implement as it acts exactly the same way as the barn icon does. Then I made the label for the fishing hut and started the art for the hut itself, which of course means the introduction of a new NPC, Felix. I don't want to get into a story right now, although his is one of the ones I've really thoroughly planned already, but what I'll say is that he's actually the fisherman's son, which is why he's a little kid manning a shop. He's childish, excitable, and just a lot of fun, which I try to convey through his appearance. A lot of the background details tie into the story I have written for him, and it was actually a lot of fun playing around with the environmental